Hello everyone, I'm Smokie, a developer of ROO. I'm delighted to share some information about updates and adjustments to this version with everyone. The expansion pack of the new version is called Awakening. It tells the story of a demon ghost from another world who is invading the dimension the players living with the intention of seizing the heart of Ymir and triggering Ragnarok to end the world. Having sensed the incoming crisis, the will of the continent gave everyone a Midgard nightmare, showing them the advent of the demon god and torrential flood to inform them that the world was on the verge of destruction. As a result, after people woke up, prophecies about the end of the world started spreading, and the people were in a panic, with the impending crisis looming over everyone. The legendary Valkyrie sent an oracle, granting adventurers new powers to fight the demon god, protect the heart of Ymir, and save the world from its destruction. This power is the third job change awakening that everyone is looking forward to. Our two new pets, Genesis and Nemesis, are Rodin's descendants. They live in a parallel dimension in which there are no adventurers. However, in that dimension, the demon god invaded their world and stole the heart of Ymir, which led to Odin's demise. To save the dimension, Genesis and Nemesis used the divine power left behind by Odin to open a passage to a parallel dimension, which led them to the dimension the adventurers lived in. Genesis and Nemesis want to take the heart of the Ymir of this dimension, which has yet to be snatched by the demon god, to awaken Odin in their own dimension and end the collapse of their dimension. Unexpectedly, while traveling through the passage to the parallel dimension, the time-space fluctuations attracted Twilight Bringer, Vigil, Hellhound, Abyss Demon, and the four demon gods. They followed Genesis and Nemesis through the passage and arrived into the same dimension as the adventurers. Having sensed the impending crisis, the will of the continent gave adventurers nightmares to alert them with prophetic dreams. Meanwhile, Genesis and Nemesis fell into the chaos abyss sea while traveling through the passage due to spatial storms. Under the influence of the mysterious power of the abyss sea, the evil in the hearts of Genesis and Nemesis became incarnations of fallen demon gods who then guided the four demon gods behind them to invade Midgard. Of course, we've prepared a lot of new events for everyone. While participating in various events, you'll also be able to get lots of upgrade materials, lots of diamonds and tokens that can be redeemed during the expansion. You can also exchange them for various items you want in the store. There are also special MVP cards for the 6 demon goats and a commemorative card for the Awakening expansion pack. What everyone should be looking forward to the most is the third job advancement we've added for the 6 jobs in this update. Following that, in conjunction with third job advancement, we've also created new ways to upgrade characters, Nexus Engine, and Nebula Pack. The new third job change of the 6 jobs includes Lord Knight's third job change, Rune Knight, High Wizard's third job change, Warlock, Sniper's third job change, Ranger, Whitesmith's third job change, Mechanic, Assassin Cross third job change, Guillotine Cross, High Priest's third job change, Archbishop. We are working hard to develop third job change content for other jobs, so please stay tuned. When we designed the third job change, we wanted to make the jobs more diverse, which is why we have provided more interesting gameplay this time. To make job skills more enjoyable to watch and make the gameplay more flexible, we have designed a unique skill alternation and spectrum for each job. One of the main things we wanted to address with our designs is a way to make damage dealers deal lots of burst damage by using the right skills at the right time. As for healers, we've enhanced their functionality to make them stronger and easier to use. For example, it's now possible to resurrect and heal more than one target at the same time, and merge commonly used buff skills into one skill, and so on and so forth. To ensure the various jobs have more flexibility in PvP, we've added movement, control removal, and damage reduction abilities to jobs. We hope that adventurers can use these skills to engage in more exciting battles. Each job has 2 to 3 builds, and each is played differently. When we designed Rune Knights, we retained the most important features of a Rune Knight to a great extent, riding pharaohs and fighting alongside the dragons. Continuing the previous design, we have rigged two builds, Swords type and Lance type. One attacks frequently with extremely fast ASPD to dish out damage, while the other uses skills to deal massive damage. After activating its burst, Rune Knights can even make ranged attacks, which makes them much easier to use. On the topic of mechanics, we've noticed two main styles in the PC version, Metagear and Turret, to retain players' previous experience. We've also introduced the cart style, but replaced the cart with a cool motorcycle that players can ride on and use to attack enemies. After hopping on the Metagear, players can use its flying fists, missiles, etc. to deal damage to the enemy. It can also breathe fire to attack enemies. The turret style can summon turrets, just like in the PC version, but we've added a special design to make things more fun. Adventurers can combine turrets together to form an aircraft and stand on it to fight. In addition, we've also made some innovative attempts when designing warlocks. While retaining the magic spellbook reading gameplay of the PC version, we've added elementalists that enable skills to inflict status effects on enemies, and make it possible to use skills of another attribute to detonate the status to deal lots of damage or generate stronger control effects. Keep using skills of different attributes to trigger brilliant effects. We also hope to give warlocks a new and flexible gameplay experience. So we gave warlocks lots of movement skills when designing the Soul Buster so that then they can kill enemies while constantly jumping around. Oh yes, let's not forget about Rangers. The most memorable thing about Rangers is their ability to summon wolves and fight alongside them. When designing Rangers, we preserved this characteristic, allowing players to summon wolves and command them in battle. Players can choose to ride a wolf and become a melee hunter, engaging enemies at close range. Naturally, we also retained the bow and arrow design of Rangers and added new skills for playing styles, while keeping the fast attack in playstyle, so that players can keep alternating between skills to generate brilliant skill effects. As the only third job that can provide healing, we've added a lot of functional optimizations to Archbishop's healing style, making it possible for Archbishops to heal or resurrect more than one target at the same time. Archbishop can even link together with allies to greatly improve their offensive and defensive capabilities. Naturally, it will be more interesting to play as an Archbishop DPS type. Players can control the debuffs on enemies and inflict substantial damage by accumulating debuff stack on enemies, as well as shoot a Radiant Verdict to purify all enemies who dare to anger Archbishops. Last up is the Guillotine Cross. We've made some more innovative attempts. Now it's possible for counter-using Phantom players to summon Phantom clones that can fight alongside them, or to unleash a gorgeous blade dance on the battlefield. We've also retained the Poison Sting gameplay, which allows players to poison the target with normal attacks or skills. Poison stacks can also be detonated to deal an increasing amount of damage based on the number of stacks. It's even possible to exceed the upper limit of poison stacks after activating the detonating of poison stacks to deal massive burst damage. Before releasing the new third job change, we conducted a lot of testing and balance adjustments for jobs to ensure a good experience for each job to the greatest extent. If you have any feedback on job balance issues, we will make optimizations and improvements to give everyone a better experience. The first system is the Nebula Path. Nebula Path is divided into two parts, Galaxy and Astro Sign. A galaxy system is made up of several orbits, and orbits have multiple types of bonus skills that can be activated and upgraded. Adventurers can spend base experience to increase the stellar points of orbits to enhance their character. The next orbit can be activated after a certain number of stellar points have been used by the skills on the current orbit. Each job has multiple astro signs to choose from, and each astro sign can generate up to 5 Emir's tiers. Embedding an astro sign with Emir's tier will increase the character's strength. When upgrading an astro sign with specific materials, the adventurer can activate the Emir's tiers, which can enhance the power of faith. Note, astro sign and Emir's tier upgrading are only available to characters who have completed the third job change. The second system is the Nexus engine. talents will be available to players who have completed the third job change. This is activated via the Nexus engine. Modules are numbered 1 to 5 based on grades. The larger the grades, the more effects they have. Activate 7 grades of modules of the same color. To activate a talent effect, up to 5 talent effects can be activated. For example, with a 5 plus 2 combination, you can get up to 5 stats and 3 effects. With a 2 plus 2 plus 3 combination, you can get 4 stats and 3 effects. With a 3 plus 4 combination, you can get 5 stats and 2 effects, and so forth. It is recommended to build with red and yellow modules first to increase ATK and DEF. Modules can also be refined, rotated, upgraded, and dismantled. There are 2 types of modifying: ordinary modifying and effects modifying. Ordinary modifying randomly modifies the stats and effects of modules. And effect modifying focuses solely on modifying the effects of modules. Rotating a module can randomly change its area so that the module will fit better on the Nexus board. Upgrading a module will combine 2 modules of the same level into a higher level module. Dismantling a module will break it down into common upgrade materials or some other materials. To welcome the new version, there's no question that we've prepared some welcome gifts for all players. Participate in the events on the new version. Pre-registration page to get Genesis and Nemesis, the new limited time pass, for free. In addition, log into the new server every day to get benefits. A total of 100 super pet coupons, 100 advanced refining boxes, 9,000 diamonds, and other exclusive gifts will be given out over 7 consecutive days. New and returning adventurers can summon S-tier pets after the server is available to get a head start in their adventuring careers. In this version update, we've brought everyone new ways to upgrade characters and gameplay, providing everyone with more options, more combinations, and more scenarios to experience and enjoy the fun of the new third job change. The production team has put into a lot of effort to develop this Awakening expansion pack. We have dedicated extensive efforts to create awe-inspiring art, sound design, and a rich world view, all intertwined to craft a narrative about the end of the world and valiant individuals striving to safeguard it. We've tried new interfaces and music styles and created an atmosphere that immerses players in an epic battle between gods. I hope everyone can feel our sincerity and will enjoy the game. On behalf of all production staff of ROO, I want to thank all the players who have been accompanying and supporting us all along. We look forward to receiving your feedback and suggestions. Let's create more possibilities for ROO together.